When your opponent says no, we say yes.
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing Surrak, Dragonclaw. He's big, he has flash, he gives your creatures trample, and he makes them uncounterable. And he himself is also uncounterable, which means that this deck is all about sneaking in under your opponent's counterspells and hitting hard. This is a teamer deck with a teamer ascendancy in it. We have a bunch of other ways to make things uncounterable, make them go fast, like Rhythm of the Wild and Domri as well. We've got card draw based on our creatures, our big chunky creatures entering the battlefield, like Kiora, Guardian Project, Beast Whisperer, and of course, the Great Henge. And this deck is absolutely smashing. It's got a whole lot of things that hit really hard. In the early spots, it's a lot of ramp. That's what you would expect, right? It's a green deck. It needs to ramp so it can play its big boys. I'd say some of the really cool stuff that you can do with this deck is just having fun and getting to actually play your creatures without worrying about counterspells. And this deck has only one counterspell in it, you know, just in case. Also, watch away, it hits any commander, so that's pretty good. Any commander except for Surrak Dragonclaw, because he can't be countered. This deck really is just an excuse to play cool, big spells, and you can kind of see by looking at the deck that at least my version is almost entirely Gruul. But you know, Gruul rules. So we're gonna school our opponent with the Gruul School rules. Malcolm, he's flashy, he filters, and he casts things for free. Malcolm's a pretty scary commander, if you're afraid of counterspells, which we are not. I'm still going to mulligan, though, because I would like some ramp. Ooh, even more counterspell hate, at least when it comes to casting legends, which we've got plenty of in this deck. I will start with this Bark Channel pathway. Get down my delighted halfling, hi! And we're going to face down against Malcolm. Something this deck doesn't have is a lot of reach. I added the Vorinclex with reach because I figured we should be able to block at least, like, one thing with flying. They let me ramp. Okay. Interesting. What are people saying weird for? Did something weird happen on the stream that they didn't counter it? Maybe I missed something. Alright, Malcolm loots. He does that filtering. And I'll have enough mana for Surrak Dragonclaw next turn. Maybe they're just like a person who philosophically doesn't want to counter ramp. But I feel like against me, you should be trying to counter ramp, since ramp gets me to my uncounterable commander, which prevents all other counter spells pretty quickly. I can do this on my or their turn. I'll just do it on their turn, because we can. I was worried something weird happened to the stream. Like, no. It's just the weird thing is the Malcolm not countering. Yummy. Wonder if that's an extra turn or a counter spell. Surrak Dragonclaw! Counter it, put it back in my hand. Yes, if they have something like Divide by Zero, they can put it back into my hand. In white, Reprieve works. It's like double uncounterable too because of the halfling. You are so cute. You are so cute. I love her. Just look at this little guy. Remand, yep. Classic. I don't believe Remand's in Arena, though. What do I do? I don't know, put it back in my hand. Ooh, get rid of its abilities. I I mean, that works too. I am going to play, I think, Xenagos, and I want to make sure it's uncounterable. No. Koga and Yodaro, also still uncounterable. And also, fight me, Malcolm. Wait, did they not have a counterspell anyway? Great! So Surrak, Dragonclaw, just whatever, we're fine. Almost every single card in my deck, as I mentioned, it's like, we got legendary creatures, because they're good. They played this turn. Next turn, a good River's Rebuke, which would set us back a little bit. Yeah, Remand doesn't work because it is a counter spell. It has to be countered for it to work. Oh, Stasis. They turn this into Baby. Swing for 8. Thank you, Xenagos. You got, like, Witness Protection next? What's going on, Malcolm? Frogify! Wow, they're running a lot of those. Okay. I get that this Rhythm of the Wild. A Beast to Queese. +1/+1 counter since it already has haste. Swing in. Bring them to 3. This is the Rhythm of the Wild. And this is a Malcolm! Hasty, uncounterable Coma? Yes. Victory. Turns out anti-counter spells can beat the counter spells. Good game. Catilda Dawnheart Prime, a humans commander that goes wide, buffs up your board, and turns all your humans into mana-generating creatures. I have some awkward lands to start, but they'll work out just fine. We're going to use this Bloodstained Mire, and I am going to grab the Gruul Shockland. Stomping Ground. I will pay that, so we're down 3 life. Get out Llanowar Elves! Oh, look, they're so cute! I'll glimpse the core to get a basic forest. I'm ramping. Ramping. Forsaken Crossroads, name in blue. We scry to a Gwenna. Do I want Gwenna? No, I want something that gives me some advantage. Not just ramp. Since we've already ramped, we have a little bit more ramp in hand, too. Pass through the turn. I don't like that they didn't play Catilda. It feels weird to me. It's like she makes mana. Still not casting anything. Oh, here we go. Hopeful Initiate. Catilda? No, still no Catilda. Okay, Surrak, Dragonclaw. My guess is they're holding up a kill spell. Oh, Reprieve! It's not technically a counter spell. So Surrak goes back into hand. I'm actually going to play Surrak and Goreclaw now, because this is going to give haste to my other creatures. It also gives trample to Surrak. He doesn't normally have that. Uncounterable, hasty, extra buff, trampoly, turbo creatures. Yeah, let's go. Nice humans you got there. But are they fast enough for these? Ranger Captain of Eos! Can get them a wee 1-drop. Surrak and Goreclaw is a possible battlefield in this deck, because we do have Goreclaw, and we have Surrak, and we have Surrak and Goreclaw. So they killed Surrak and Goreclaw. Rippy Peppies. How cruel of them. Eagle Eyes and Domri. Make my critters bigger. Bigger hitters. Bigger hitter critters. Those can be sacrificed. Migloz is pretty cool. It's artifact and enchantment destruction. Big buffins. Nice. Sigarda gives them all hexproof. Mom says no fighting. They make more humans. At least you're giving other things trample. In we go. Lantern Elves is like, I don't want to die to Thalia. Sigarda also lets you play Angels and Humans off the top of the library. Nice. I like this. I like this card. Ooh, that's a lot of blockers. Alright, so I have up to 9 damage to distribute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we just... Enhance! Boop, 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 boop. Not many humans left. And now, I could play Rex Sage. I think I'm just gonna cycle this Triome and see if I can get like a 2-cost Mana Dork. I guess I could play this. I'd rather save it. I know it's more potential damage next turn, but if they end up with like a good enchantment, I need to be able to deal with it. Also, I just spilled some Diet Coke in my hair. Aw. It's okay, I'll just take a shower. I think I need one tonight anyway. Delighted Halfling, who craves violence. Swinging with the Llanowar Elves. Oh, indestructible humans! R.I.P. Llanowar Elf. Is this the Diet Coke shampoo? You know, that all the kids are talking about? Ooh, hey King Dad. They do have 5 mana, so they can make a token. I can also sacrifice him to make these indestructible. Nice. Some human-based card draw. Yeah, they're like, wait a minute. Hey, wait a second. See, this is why we waited with our Reclamation Sage. We knew there'd be something to wreck. End him! I'll also use Domri. Fight King Dad. King Dad can be sacrificed, but he can't make Catilda indestructible. Can only make, well, these indestructible. Six life remain. 2 humans on the board. You make a human? You do make a human. Oh, Knight Errant of Eos. That can find them more creatures. I found them Avacyn's Pilgrim. more blockers. Trying to decide if I want to attack with all or just with Surrak. I'm just going to attack with Surrak. B+. We minus. I kind of want them to kill Surrak so I can recast him to draw a card. Katilda now lets all these critters tap for mana. Castle can be activated on their turn. Aurora could be used to, I guess, bounce a token so they have fewer blocks. This gets rid of my +1 power buff. Bouncing my own Surrak as a line. Yeah, but I need to be aggressive. B-E. Aggressive! I don't think I need to untap. I mean, they might want to, like, try to draw an out through this. Hold it in there. Chump by chump. Where does my creature lands to help speed this along? Finally down to 1 life. And I will crack this open to thin my deck. Very fetching. I've got 1 life, 1 dream, 1 opportunity. Ooh, Ingen Essica will draw me a card. Hey, Galta. Also draws me a card. Ah, and there's a creature land. Also, trample, right? No, vigilance. That's the one. This already had trample. This is getting trample from Surrak. Ooh, I could have actually attacked with that. I realized it after that I could have untapped it with Kiora and given the buff to you. Nice. Good game, though. Sovereign Okenek Ahow. Makes your creatures bigger when he attacks in, but only if they already have some sort of buff. If they have, for example, a +1/+1 given from an anthem, he'll give them a +1/+1 counter. If they have +5/+5 from some big combat trick, they'll get 5 +1/+1 counters. He makes the big get bigger. Hi there, Esper Sentinel. The bigger you get, the more taxes I have to pay. I don't really feel like paying taxes right now. In the battle between death and taxes, who wins? It's Grimstein. Oh, do you know our opponent? I don't think I've played against them before, if they're a notable player. Get myself a land. Get myself a green one. I might punch the Sentinel. Just give me a minute. Good attack. So far, no buffs. I say that now. They have a Shepherd Dunes, potentially, for a big old buffums. But I have a Cyclonic Rift in hand, so I'm not too worried about this turn. Oh! Grimstein apparently does commentary for the Brawl Hub League. Oh, awesome! Well, I hope that they'll enjoy knowing that we get to see their Okaneka How deck in Brawl Stars. I don't know if they know who I am, but I can hope I'm notable enough for that. Give them another turn. Pay the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I have any 8-cost permanents? Let's find out. I think I have 9 as Great Henge. Okay, I don't have one. I was wondering if I put in the new Galta, who costs 8. I know I was considering it at a point. Oh, there goes the Cyclonic Rift. But now they know about the Cyclonic Rift. Meow meow. To get this, anybody else want to attack in? No, just you? Okay. Cracking open our windswept heath. We need, I guess 9 for this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, I have to make sure. Sometimes I forget to count good. Ah, sha-na-na-na-na-na. This does not give them hexproof. We wait until combat. We overload. I do not pay the 1. Oh, I could have untapped it to pay the 1. Okay, yeah, that's fair. They may have known about the Cyclonic Rift, but it's still a Cyclonic Rift. Brutal card. The first sliver. But is it the first sliver or is it the first and only sliver? This hand is kind of slow, but I am going to keep it anyway. The reason for that is I suspect that they will be using artifacts to ramp. This lets me destroy those artifacts. And I have a little bit of ramp, on turn 3 at least, through Cultivate. What you got? A fetch land? Cool, me too. It's actually the same fetch land. It's the baby! The baby who stops my 1 counter spell. They'll have up to 5 mana next turn. Which I, at this moment, cannot stop. I think I'll grab green, red. Green into play, red into hand. We'll see what their first sliver cascades into. Just kidding, they didn't have a land. So key to the archive instead. Perfect for me to blast! Not going to be a very efficient use of my mana, but that's fine. Oh, look, I can use that for ramp. Slightly better! We destroy the key. Play the Kami of Bamboo Groves, use it to get out Yavimaya Coast, and now I have enough lands to do whatever, so I'm going to thin my deck. And grab eeny, meeny, miny, blue. Haha, it's like I have a spell pierce or something. I don't. We're not like that. Hey, first sliver. What'd you play? Destroy you. Oh, look, they can destroy this enchantment. For free. It is, in fact, an enchantment. So far, number of slivers? None. But we can still believe. I also believe that I might want to flash this out on their turn. But also, like, Vorinclex. If I use Vorinclex this turn, I will be able to flip him over next turn. I'm the baby, you gotta love me. Leave me be, first sliver. Ugh, Briscoe. Eh, that's telling. I hate this old man. I hate him so much. It's impressive how much I hate him. For anybody out there who's into nerd literature, I'm like Am. Oh, yeah! But what about second to Tali? More spells! One second, I gotta clean this guy's clock. When you're playing Big Ramp, you get to play Big Ramp. Big Ramp payoff. Ooh, a Serpapard. Just in case we don't have a Surrak. That was a good turn. They only have 4 mana. They're tutoring. What are you gonna tutor for? A land? I mean, honestly, I think I've cast Demonic Tutor to get a land more than I've tutored for any other card. I, like, don't run that many combos, so for me, it's like, oh yeah, Demonic Tutor. That gets me the best land in this circumstance. I've Demonic Tutored for a swamp. What is Am? I'm trying to remember what it stands for. It's the name of the AI in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I have a mouth and I must stream. I'm Amy. Wait, I'm gonna look it up. I have no mouth and I must scream. What does AM stand for? Allied Master Computer. It stands for Allied Master Computer. Yo, Falcon Zord! Thank you for the 17-month resub! They are, They're tutoring for, their rope. There it goes. Is that also the name of the bad guy in Reacher, Season 2? Are you a Reacher creature? Oh, I could have played this for more damage. Oh, look, they're alive! Also, what a drawn card. Almond butter-filled pretzels. That sounds pretty good. That sounds like something that they sell at Trader Joe's. Oh, we won the game. Can I buy those at Trader Joe's? I'm going there tomorrow. I'm gonna get some. Nice. Hell yeah! I'm gonna get me some almond-filled pretzels. Good game. Thalia and the Get Rog monster. Make sure non-basic lands come in tapped. Make sure creatures come in tapped. Can sacrifice things to draw cards. play extra lands, and also it has First Strike Death Touch, which is just terrifying. You should be afraid of First Strike Death Touch. I'm afraid of First Strike Death Touch. It's stronger than a Surrak Dragonclaw. And a Surrak and Goreclaw. Oh, monkey. Might be able to play that next turn. I like this. I like the idea of monkey business. Into the north, gets them a snowland. We're buying tons of cheese. God, I wish that were me. Giddy up, Ragavan. Ooh, and a Shia off the top of their deck. Yeah, they can probably have some good landfall synergies. So glad that's gone. First touch, Death Strike. Yep. That's Valiant and the Gitrog monster. We have 6 mana for casting creatures. But our creatures will come in tapped. Hey, you're kind of scary. Like, just a little. Going for haste doesn't really do much for us. We're going to cast Vorinclex, which will untap Gwenna. Grab me 2 lands. The lands will come in tapped. So I can grab the Triome and a basic, so that will come in untapped in the future. It comes in tapped, and it also comes in tapped. Monkey! I'm kind of feeling that we're going to have to use Atali to get removal from their deck. They could swing in with Thalia, sacrificing the Ghast, using the -1/-1 to kill the monkey. I think they're going to kill the monkey. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. Hey, wait a minute. For some reason, my monkey's not dead. Oh. No, my monkey is dead. They wiped the board. Ooh, Borber, Rigmos, and Febblethip. I'm going to save this, I think, since I can use it as removal on Enter the Battlefield. Or attack. It's also on attack, right? Yeah! Okay, wait. Bring out the Borbor! And Fibblethip. They're both here. We have 2 team-up cards. Why are we talking about Tom Cruise in the chat? Sorry, I looked away. I was talking about monkeys. Was he in, like, a movie or something? I know he's an actor. We also have Inga and Essica in this deck. That's true. They made me sacrifice Borbor and Fubbles. Alright, well, let's see what we can steal. Itali, Primal Conqueror! Oh god, if that was a Mana Tithe? No, it was just the Shadow Sphere. Key to the Archive. And an Inquisition of Kozilek. You have to make the series called Reacher. Oh, I don't know what that is. Antique Collector. Gambling Ghast. Adeline. I'll take it, Adeline. Counterspell, Demonic Tutor, and Croson Grip. I guess I'll take the Counterspell and drop this. I already have a way to take out Shadow Spear if they try to remove the Indestructible from the backside of Atali. Thalia and the Gitrog monster. There's a land. We need to make a treasure, destroy artifact, treasure for me, artifact destroy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I need 9. Fine, this guy. Come give haste to nobody. Now I guess I'm holding up Counterspell. A Shambling Ghast. How ghastly. Incubation Druid. Not scared of an Incubation Druid. Antique Collector? I don't think it's going to be a problem. Makes it so when these creatures die, they investigate. That'll give them a clue. Oh, the Sovereign Okaneka How, commander just joined the chat. Yeah, you did play against me. Are you the person who does commentary for Brawl Hub? Somebody mentioned that in the chat. Oh, I wonder if they meant to destroy Lair of the Hydra and they misclicked. Bloop. That's why we're still holding up Counterspell. We're smelling and spelling. Surrak is just so sad he didn't get to do anything. Unfortunately, he can't beat Thalia and the Gitrog monster in a fight. Costs more mana, dies to Death Touch first strike. Very tragic. This'll poison them a wee bit. Key to the archive. This could get them a spell that would help, but we can counter whatever that spell is. Just call it First Touch. Somebody said First Touch Death Strike before. Reacher is a show about Tom Cruise trying to reach things in the kitchen that are slightly out of reach. I guess he is a little guy. As also a little guy, you know, I can relate. Digging for an exile spell? That's my guess. Didn't find one? Looks like it's a tally time. GG. Denick, the Menace. Denick prevents you from targeting things in graveyard, and also can come back from the grave, turning into this guy. Investigates when your creatures are dying. I guess they are put into creature cards are put into a graveyard from anywhere. Usually dying. I guess sometimes self-mill. Got ramp. I feel like this is a blue-white commander, so part of their game plan is surely going to be tempo, counter spells, things like that, which we are very, very well equipped to deal with. Cultists could be countered. They're a lot less likely to counter up the beanstalk, so I'm going to throw down the beans. Not attacking in case they have a creature with flash. Because next turn, we'll have Surrak and Dragonclaw ready. Ba-bam! Shashlam! We're sitting here. Hey. Vanishing my beans? I want to draw a card, so I'm gonna cast this. Trying to vanish my beans. You guys seen this? Those are my beans, bro. My beans. This is counterable. Let's see if they counter it. They were hungry to vanish the beans into eternity. Very hungry. Oh, I mistapped. I needed to tap the Caryatid there so I could play Clothius after. That's fine. Exploring is good too. It's just not as cool as like playing an actual god. The Wandering Emperor? No, Mind Splice Apparatus. This is going to discount their instants and sorceries. So that tells you a lot about what this Denic deck is. At least play Lavinia. Come on. Gore, claw, gore, claw, gore, claw, gore, claw. Chilling, vibing, hanging, staying in my lane, trying to attack you with big old beefed up creatures. Not getting my stuff countered because I have a Surrak Dragonclaw. She's awesome. Yeah, I would love to draw a card. Thank you so much. Isn't it nice when they let you draw a card? Drawing cards? Yeah. Drawing more cards. Destroying their mind? Let's try that again, Denic. Let's try that again, Mr. Reprieves my Reclamation Sage back in the hand. That is correct. I will destroy your mind, Splice Apparatus. And then you! Good game. Mythweaver Hawk. He can ramp even faster than I can because he doubles your lands once per turn. But he still does that when a land enters the battlefield under your control. If it's the first land that he's seen enter the battlefield, you get another one. Or if there's multiple entering at the same time, you get doubles of those too. And he gets bigger and bigger and bigger the more lands you get. Hey, Prinkups! Thank you so much for the 5-month resub. Are you ready for some smashing gameplay? Some Shatter Skill smashing gameplay? I need this Goblini. We have a lot of ramp, which is good. I should say acceleration. These tap. We can play them at a discount. But I want the Beast Whisperer first. We gotta start an engine up. And I'm starting up an engine. Vroom, vroom. I'm a car now. Ooh, that's gonna turn their landfall into more mana. Let's all see what I draw first. Somberwald Sage, draw me a card. Paradise Druid. Gwenna, draw me a card. Glimpse the Core, can't play it yet. Yeah, this card is nuts. I hate to say it, but it's kind of crazy. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but I think your card design is a mistake. So I wish you didn't exist. Ah, Defense of the Heart. Well, I guess this is going to be either the turn where I try to kill them, or alternately, we find a way to destroy their heart. I'm gonna go for some heart destruction. Bad news. They get to keep their heart. So let's see. If they can get 2 creatures, the bees and Hoof would be the, like, try to kill me. But I think we might actually have enough defensively to stop that. I'm not going to do the math. Not until I have to. No. Okay, so they're going for super ramp. But this puts them into a really dangerous spot. They can't play Pawk here unless they have a way to stop it. They can destroy a non-basic I control. They can't destroy one they control. This will make them infinite mana if they play Pawk, but it will also lock up the game. They need a way to destroy Pawk, or it's going to start an infinite loop if they play him, because they have an Ashaya on the battlefield. So instead, they're going deeper. They have a last march to the ends. They have enough mana because Vorinclex is doubling all of this. They found a Blossoming Tortoise and learned... How are those the only creatures you have in hand? I mean this very seriously. How do you not have other creatures in hand? They're going wah ha 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 with their 4 mana. I guess because they didn't find a way to win the game, so they would rather we both lose. So I'm going to let this fast forward to the end of the game, which is going to inevitably end in a draw. Espional, thank you so much for the sub. And look, we're both losers. Not you, Espional. Me and that guy. Amalia. She cares about when you gain life. And she can get pretty big. But if she gets too big, she actually wipes the board. She's just kind of wild like that. Hey, Amalia. This hand is missing a 3rd land. But it does have a lightning bolt to hopefully take out their commander. Lots of little bits of life gain here. If I play this on turn 1, this is coming in tapped on turn 2. I'd rather double spell if I can. Okay, they have found an undead butler. I'm gonna try to light her on fire. I will pay the 3 life. And behold, an elf of the smallest proportions. It's a little guys, it's a 1/1. A 1/1 that helps us have a lot of fun. Kiora with Somberwald Sage should be a ton of mana for creatures. I have a plan. I think it's a pretty cool plan. They go for Amalia. We can counter her. But I think I can play a Tali next turn. Crazy though that may sound, I think I can. Yeah, gain your life. Yeah, I totally can. Dang, that's wild. Uses ashes and a gilded goose. I will exile your butler. Why is Amalia in the graveyard? I just noticed. Why did she go there? Why are we reanimating her? Oh, yep, they sparked it. That's fair. My hits weren't too crazy. But how about these hits? My greatest hits. Surrak Dragonclaw. Ooh, Domri. Gonna untap the Sage again for Big Monkey. This has protection from multicolored, so it can just chump block. But the trample damage will go through this turn. Boop. Maybe they were gonna get it back with Butler. That's very possible. A sentinel that goes the distance. So we have, like, I don't know, Lana or Elf fight it. Oh no, I can't target it! Yeah! It's gonna go the distance. Oh, foreign clicks. Please get me lands. I don't have those right now. They're unmaking my Kiora. I won't draw cards, but I will get lands. I think I can just get basics. I love that the goose is going to be attacking in. I assume they will just chump block the Dragonclaw because it doesn't kill it. It's not really a chump block, it's just like it's a free block. They're down to 10 though. From the great damaging. Power of friendship between a Llanowar and a Sage. Much elf. They gain a life, which means this will get a +1/+1 counter. Mary Liege, if they wanted to, they would have just exiled the Kiora in my upkeep. This lets me deal some damage to that bad boy. Take it off the battlefield. Alright. Sentinel be gone. We'll have Surrak fight something. And untap a land, or not untap a land, but attack with a land. And win the game. Sweet. GG. Kodama of the West Tree. A modified commander that gets you lands when you hit your opponent with a modified card. Modify being it has equipments, auras, or counters on it. Also notable, it gives those cards trample. But I gotta go fast. This is a keepable hand, in part because Abrade can kill Kodama. Which is kind of important, because Kodama is enabling their whole game plan of big stuff that gets more big stuff. Oh, a delighted halfling. I think I would rather play this, let them play Kodama, and kill Kodama over killing the halfling, since the halfling only kind of changes this by one turn. Oh, they're going for Rishkara instead. That card, that Mythweaver card seems good. Yeah, it is good. Just a little guy. Yes, I'm holding up blue mana. Oh god, it's Pock! I gotta kill him! Listen, I wanted to save this for Kodama, but you need to die, Mr. Kitty Cat! Can't be letting that get trampled. Can't be letting that give them more lands! I can technically hold up Surrak as something to flash in and block. I think that that's probably my best move here. Since then I'll have a blocker, and I can use Key to the Archive to try and find some more good removal. Here's Kodama! See if they swing in with Rishkar. My commander is Flash. Do you have a way to beef up your Rishkar? Or is that all for naught? I wonder if they saw the open blue mana and were just thinking counter spells, not thinking creature spells. That was very good. That was very convenient. Minsk and Boo. Make a Boo bigger. A bigger Boo. A bigger Boo Bay. Not attacking in, because I want to make sure we have a thorough number of blockers to prevent them from ramping. Verdant Rejuvenation will get them 3 random creatures, planeswalkers, and enchantments. Now these could be super high cost, crazy good ones. They actually got complete duds. That's very unlucky. That's good for me, I suppose, but kind of makes me feel bad when it just doesn't work. Grab a 6-drop from our decks. We got Kogla and Yadaro. You can buff up that Tangled Fortahedron. Just keep making Boo bigger. Everything has trample thanks to Surrak. Big baby. Big baby. Big Boo. And I don't know what you got. +3/+3. Garrick's Uprising? Doesn't I think would have attacked with Scrap Gorger? No, Tyvar's Stand! And they're giving Kodama X = 7. It's not a modify though, so it does not get trample. We'll put our commander back into hand. I am going to yeet Boo. Oh, I guess I should have attacked first. Too late now. At Kodama. Bloop, 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 bloop. What else we got here? Ooh, discounts. Domries. Beasts. Whisper. And quite a fight. All tonight. I guess I want to draw cards. It was a big trick. It just wasn't a trick that, like, advanced their board state. No, their deck is very aggro, and we were able to cut them off quickly, especially with the mistaken attack into Surrak, but it happens. New card, or I should say old card, but new to Arena. Good game. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you liked slamming down Surrak and, you know, doing big teamer things. We played really big creatures, and a lot of them. Gave them haste, slammed them down, attacked our opponents, and did it all while not being countered, which feels pretty dang good. I think I like this commander. It doesn't do that much, but that passive ability of just stopping counterspells in a format that has so many targeting counterspells is pretty helpful. It's a beneficial ability in the current Brawl meta, but it also could definitely be tuned to deal more with, well, cards like Pawk. You can add in things like Confounding Conundrum. If you're having trouble with board wipes, maybe some indestructible like Heroic Intervention. I'd rather go fast though than have to protect my board and just rebuild quickly. So I really like all of the different card draw engines that are in this deck. If you're looking for the deck list, it's in the description of the video. And if you're looking to find me in my stream, come on over to twitch.tv/Amazonian, where I do things like record Brawl Stars. I also will say, if there is a commander you would like me to build, especially a newer commander or a commander that was recently added to Magic the Gathering Arena, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you like the deck, let me know in the comments. YouTube has told me that I have a low engagement rate, which means people do not comment on my videos, so they do not recommend my videos as much, which means that you should totally leave a comment, because then YouTube will like me more and show more people my videos. You too can help spread the love of Brawl by doing something like commenting. Hey, Amy. That's it. That's all you have to do. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.